Hello guys and welcome. Today I'm going to show you some gameplay with IS-7 and how to use it properly. Before we start this video, I want to thank you all for the amazing support with 400 views on my last video. It really means a lot, guys, it really means a lot. Without you there was no chance I could have seen that numbers pop up. Thank you a lot, and before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell icon so that you don't miss any new future videos. Let's get started. As always guys, I'm going to talk about my skills on this tank and why do I play them like that. Sixth sense is that we are knowing when we are going to get spotted. Bia, overall improvement, better camo, better view range, better everything, better TPM. Recon, I choose Recon because I wanna spot better with IS-7. Most of the time with a heavy you are going for repairs, like the third skill should be this one, repairs. But it depends on your playstyle, you know? It depends on your playstyle. Then we have on our second one, snapshot, just to pick a corner and shoot. Now, I use Deadeye in exchange for repairs because I do wanna ammo rack or blow up enemies easier. Adrenaline rush, every time we are low HP we are going to reload, I think, a bit faster. So it's a very good skill when you are low HP and you wanna reload faster than the enemy. Situational awareness, it's again for our view range because I do like IS-7 base view range. I don't know if I can see it, but no, I can see it. IS-7 has a very good base view range, like it's a very decent tank when it comes to view range. Those are my skills. Oh yeah, sorry, I use safe stowage and I should have been using this on our second skill because IS-7, you are going to see on the armor thing, he is very easily getting ammo wrecked from the front. But in the same time I do want a spot, so I'm risking a blow up for a bit more view range. Moving to equipment guys, as you can see, I do use my large caliber gun rammer, 10% better TPM, stabilizer so that I can shoot while moving or peeking. It's a very good thing to have on your heavies because most of the time heavies are going to have a big circle, so you need a bit of accuracy. And now, improved ventilation. Most of the players will choose for this, but there are some players playing on IS-7 with coated optics, so it's your choice. I do play with ventilation because I want overall improvement, but you can play with coated optics so that you are going to spot enemies easier. Don't forget, IS-7 has a very decent base view range, so with the coated optics you are going to spot very well. Now, moving to munition and what I use for repairs. My repairs are always as usual. We play with extra combat rations and we do use a fire extinguisher on bones so that if we are going to get lit, we are going to burn for like let's say 300-400 HP and not 1000. I do play this tank with full APCR and the reason is 250mm. It's good on tier 10, but it's good for mediums. Like if you want to pen a medium, it's very good. There is no problem. But going with a heavy in a city, if you see a E4, let's say not a E4, let's say a mouse or E100, and you see him cool down, there is no chance for you to penetrate him with normal rounds. But with special ammo, our APCR is going to destroy mouse or E100 without a problem, because we can penetrate the turret. Now, moving to the armor. As you can see, IS-7 is a decent tank when it comes to the armor. His lower plate is penetratable by everyone, but it should be because it's a weak spot. Upper plate, it's not the best but not the worst. Like, the chances are pretty low that someone is going to pen you in your upper plate, and your turret is just the god of turrets. Like, there is no chance for anyone to pen your turret. That's a very good thing about IS-7. If you can go somewhere and you are going to stay hull down, IS-7 is unstoppable. Nobody can kill it. Now, when you are side scraping, guys, with IS-7, there is something very special to this tank. On the moment that you are going to angle your sight, because that's what you should do, your frontal plate is going to get penetrated by everyone and everything. They don't need special ammo, they don't need anything. Every time you are going to side scrape, never, but never take the shot from your enemy. Bait them to take the shot on your side and then you are going to pick. Because if you are going to get shot on the upper plate of the IS-7 while side scraping, 90% of the time you are going to get ammo racked and the other 10% is you are going to get blowed up. Like, don't risk it, guys. Never side scrape like this, never. Just turn your tank like you are going to stay something like this, and every time you are going to look at the enemy, barely he can see your bot, like he can penetrate here. But most of the time, if you are going to stay something like this and the enemy, let's say it's here, you see, something like this, there is no chance for him to penetrate you. Like, look at this, there is no chance. If you stop behind the corner right when your gun gets visual shots at the enemy, there is no way he is going to penetrate you. But take care, if you are going too further, like you are going too fast or you are not stopping in time, you are going to get penetrated right here without any problem. At least you are not going to get ammo racked here, so that's still an advantage. IS-7, this tank is made for reverse side scraping, so don't forget, guys, always choose a position with IS-7 hold down or reverse side scraping. Never ever try to over angle your armor in an IS-7. So here we are getting into the game. We are on Sand River. We are going to play in a platoon with our friends from the clan, and every time that I play in a platoon I try to play more aggressively than normal, you know, like I try to find some more aggressive positions because I know I'm not alone. Right now I'm thinking of just crossing in the middle of the map and not getting hit by that mediums that will be on the left side, because I want to play hold down with IS-7 on the right side. Sheridan will surely spot us. Yep, and it happened. Not really a big problem as long as Arctis is not going to shoot us. And right now what I am doing right here, it's a very aggressive style. TVP is on the middle, I'm looking if he can see me, and in the same time I try to look on my left so that I don't get shot from that side. Now I'm trying to peek right here because I will be hold down for these guys. I do manage to spot that version 4. Let me put one into him. Sadly, as you can see, we didn't manage to put one into version 4, but FV managed to shoot us with HE. We did manage to spot him, and we put one back into him, and we got some assist. Now the mediums on the left did what I expected to do, and they pushed us. Because right now we are in a crossfire, so we have to back up. And as you can see, me and my buddy lost together 2k HP just by playing that aggressively. So I don't recommend you to play in this position if you are alone. Right now I'm trying my best to see if that Progetto is going to push. I'm hold down for him in this position, so that's a big advantage. And that Chinese medium got spotted, but we missed. Sadly we missed there. I didn't really pay attention to that guy. And as you can see, that's why view range is important. We just we didn't manage to shoot him, but our mate did, and we got some assist. Sadly the artist started focusing us, and now We are not going to risk the shot because we are more likely going to miss if we shoot with our crew stunned. E3 and IS-4 is playing very aggressively. Our teammate E50M is trying his best to help us so that we are not going to get YOLO'd. We managed to connect the chat into 121, but we didn't manage to pen him. I think we hit his gun or something. IS-4 is going to play very aggressively. We managed to track him. He did repair, but he is not going to play. He's not going to play more aggressively, because if he is going to get a second time tracked, he is perma-tracked and he will die. So he's not going to risk it, I think. Can we shoot that medium? Oh! And we managed to put one into him. As you can see, it's 2-2, but we already have 3k combined, so an aggressive position always pays off if they are not going to yellow you. That was a lucky shot. RNG just loved us there. That was a lucky shot. Progetto seems not to be really looking at the minimap. It costed him a lot of HP. And I think they are in a platoon, because his buddy is doing the same mistake. And as you can see, we just took 1k damage very easily from two Progettos that didn't pay attention to the minimap. Always, guys, if you push, pay attention to the minimap. Sadly, we didn't connect that shot. As I told you, and as you know, IS-7 is not really the best sniper. Like, its accuracy is not really that good. You have to find more close combat fights with IS-7. Not really sniping with it. At least we got some assists, so almost 5k combined. Crownwagon is pushing like a little noob, let's say. I don't want to be rude or something, but why did he just push for a light tank? He's a heavy, like, just look at its HP. He lost almost everything. He's dead. Crownwagon just died just for a light tank, so yeah. I'm looking at those two Progettos and no one is looking at me, so I think I can just jump on this E3. He's not paying attention to me and it's too late for him. Progetto did manage to shoot, but he didn't manage to connect the shot. Can we put one into him? Sadly, we missed. Snapshots on this tank is not really the best thing either. Like, IS-7 gun, the alpha is good, but the rest is not really enjoyable. Like the penetration and the accuracy, it's not good. Our friend there managed to finish that Progetto and the game is pretty much over. We have somewhere around 6k combined. Like, at the end of the game you are going to see almost 6k. It was a decent game. I do enjoy IS-7, like playing aggressively with this tank and hold down is going to pay off. But let's move to the stats. We did manage to win the game, nothing special, just a normal gameplay, 6k combined, and let's go to the next one. Now, our second game. Again, we are in a platoon with our friends, but this time we are a bit more lucky and we do get a city map. Not only that, but there is no Arctis, so it doesn't really matter about our position. We can stay wherever we want. Arctis is not going to be there to shoot us, and we have the advantage to be on IS-7 top tier in a city map. We're going to play on the left side of the map. There is no reason for us to go on the right side where mediums and TDs are going to be. Most of the time I try to take my position at the G3 and wait for the enemy team to push on mid so I can take some shots while I'm with IS-7 cool down. Because in this position you can barely shoot IS-7 in his upper plate. As you can see, right in this position, it's very hard to hit IS-7. Always be patient on this position, because pushing too early can cost your tank. Like, you have to be patient. Maybe a slower tank is coming right here, or maybe they are just too slow. There is the E100. We managed to penetrate that E100 turret without any problem because we are shooting special ammo. He is backing up, so I'm going to push. Always look on the minimap. If there are a lot of heavies on the left side, you can push the side without a problem. Now, what are we going to shoot here? We did manage to put one into that light tank. Right now we are in the city, but we are not going to help city. We are going to focus on the right side. As this map is very important to win both sides, like city and the small city on the right. That's why I'm trying to snipe everything on the right side, so that our lights and mediums can win very easily on that flank. That STP, can we put one into him? Yeah, not really. IS-7 didn't really shoot where I aimed. Now STP is not moving from there, so he has a good position. Still not connecting the second shot. He does have a good position there, so he is not going to move. Come on, STP, come on. Not really lucky. A normal tank in his position would have run away, but it seems like STP is going to stay there and die. We low rolled, but it's okay. As long as we manage to put one into him, it's okay for me. And now this corner, it's very important because most of their team is here. We tried to penetrate that cupola in that T95, but we didn't manage to penetrate him. And right now I'm not side scraping because I know that if I'm going to side scrape, T95 will shoot my upper plate. We put one into that tier 9 heavy tank. And now I'm trying to see, can we fight off against that tier 9 heavy tank? And we can. As long as that tier 9 is not shooting special ammo, he has no chance of penetrating our upper plate. IS-7 tried to pen us. Can we put one into him? I'm going for his upper plate, but I'm not really getting a good angle. Still, we did manage to put that one into him. T30, please don't block me. Please, thank you, man. Now, I'm not afraid of the heavies, I'm afraid of T95 because it's a massive tank with big alpha, so we have to be careful with that tier 9 tank destroyer. And he is playing very aggressively, like he wants to push. I think he's looking at the minimap. We have two heavies on the middle. They can't flank us because we won the mid side of the map, so they are not going to push us. And right now I'm just trying to play cool down with IS-7. Like, as long as I just show my turret, there should be no problem in taking some shots. IS-7 is playing good there, but not really thinking that I can shoot his upper plate. He tries his best to push that tank so that I can only see his turret, but there is no chance because he is bigger. He is bigger than ST1 when it comes to the upper plate. 277 missed us, and the other tier 9 heavy tank missed us. Can put one more into IS-7. And sadly we didn't penetrate him there. It was a green marker, but we didn't pen. Still, we already have 5k damage, and there is a lot of juicy HP in the game, like this IS-7. Sadly for him, he is not really getting how I'm penetrating him. Like, how do I manage to put all those shots into him? As I say, guys, never, there we go, T95, never ever angle your armor against tier 10s with IS-7 because you are going to get easily penned by them. Let's see, can we bait the shot? And as you can see, I made a big mistake here. I tried to side scrape against a tier 10 and he easily penned us. T95 is trying, I think, to put a shot into me. Sadly for him, he doesn't have a turret, so we are always going to be faster around the corner. He just shot. Let's go for the cupola, and we managed to put again one more into him. Almost 7k damage. 8-7. and most of them are low HP, so we are starting to shift the things on our way. I didn't pay attention to that 277 and he managed to put one into us. That's why looking at the minimap is very important. Like, I didn't pay attention to the minimap and he managed to put a free shot into us. And right now I'm trying to just show my turret to the T95, and there he goes. Sadly for him, there goes his game. IS-7 is 10 HP, so we are going to just push. Can we put one more into that 277? Come on, 277, don't run for me. Please, 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 don't run. And we did manage to put one more. So as you can see, 7.5k damage on a city map with IS-7. This tank is very good at doing that, and I do really enjoy this tank. This time on a city map with IS-7 we managed to take the high caliber. Sadly we didn't took the ace, but high caliber is good enough for us. As you can see from the more detailed stats, we took high caliber with a good reason. Me and that E5 did most of the damage in the team. As you saw in the game, I tried my best to explain how to play IS-7. I did some mistakes along the way, like when I tried to side scrape frontally against the tier 10. It will always be easy for them to penetrate you. IS-7 is made to reverse side scrape. I didn't do it in this game, but I did always try to play full down. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you have any questions or any suggestions. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so that you don't miss any future content. And see you next time, guys.